Hey guys, what's up? It's once again mp4podcast.com, and today we're taking a look at Hulu Plus for Android. And a couple of the pluses and minuses about Hulu Plus, so it's a little bit more than just a Hulu Plus app review. There are a few things that you can watch for free on the application, and nope, just going to cancel that. You can watch, there's a couple of freebies. Let me just go to free right here. Sorry about that. I had this previously open. Cosmos, Super Size Me, Natoro, Spaced, Hulu Walkthrough, Family Guy, UK version censored, 30 Rock, Ugly Betty, Grey's Anatomy, and Desperate Housewives. Pretty much the same shows they gave for free a year ago. What can I say? Now, it's going to cost you $7.99 to stream Hulu TV shows to your Android device. So now I just want to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly about Hulu Plus. There are some very good things about Hulu Plus, and there are some really negative things about Hulu Plus. A lot of people get mad about Hulu that you have to pay for it, and they say, why do I have to pay for it when it's free on your computer? Well, the reason because of that is because the networks want you to watch the TV shows on your television, broadcast over the antenna or cable or satellite, because they make more money with advertising. Nobody's going to sit on at their computer desk and watch an hour show with 15 minutes of commercials. Some people will, but most people won't. It's a little bit too much to be watching on your computer. So, they say, hey, we know people will maybe pay for this. That's what's going through their mind. So, Hulu Plus, when you pay for it, you get 720p HD encoding, which is a pretty good deal. Now, this is why I like it. If you want to watch The Office, 30 Rock, House, Park and Recreations, whatever the show may be, you can watch it the next day on Hulu Plus and stream it like I have in the Roku box, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. Stream it to pretty much almost any other device. Okay. Yeah, you do get some commercials a little bit. Not as much as broadcast, but you still get some. You do get an annoying logo that I hate when I'm watching television. I don't want to see the NBC logo. I don't want to see the ABC logo. I don't want to see the Fox logo. I'm smart enough to know what network I'm watching, and networks aren't too smart. Logos actually distract from the visual picture of the television show that you'll want to watch, even though you're probably not even noticing it. Watch a TV show on Netflix with no logo, and let me know if you actually think it looks better. It will. Now, it is, like I said, it is a plus to watch shows the next day. So if you're watching current TV shows, you're able to catch up. With Netflix, yeah, you got to wait about a year for it to come available. Not all shows are available on Netflix streaming, but they all do come out on DVD. So you can still rent the DVDs from Netflix. So it's not a complete bummer. Here is the negatives about Hulu Plus that they don't want to tell you. I'm going to ramble about this, so, I apologize if your ears start bleeding. There are a lot of legal problems with television shows. I know a lot of Europeans get mad because they're like, once again we get screwed. Hulu won't let us stream the TV show. Let me just give you an example of why you're not getting screwed. Well, you may be getting screwed, but you're not getting screwed on purpose. Terminator 3, Terminator 4, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, at the time were owned by a hedge. Well, Terminator 4 there was a hedge fund company funding a movie studio, a really bad one that made two movies, Terminator 3 and some love movie. And then that movie studio went bankrupt, and then the hedge fund went to court and bought the rights back to Terminator, something like that. So Terminator 4 is owned by the hedge fund. It's also Warner Brothers bought the distribution rights for Terminator 3, 4, and also the Sarah Connor Chronicles. Now I believe Terminator 3 and 4 were not produced by Warner Brothers. They just had the distribution rights. Now, I believe they also had the distribution rights up in Canada. I think they're also Warner Brothers. However, in Europe, okay, Terminator 3 and Terminator 4, Sony Pictures has the distribution rights. So if you buy a DVD or a Blu-ray, it's going to say Sony. You buy the same movie over here, it's going to say Warner Brothers. Even though a lot of people are the same thing about video games. They think EA made this game, Capcom made this game, or so on. No, sometimes they're made by other studios, and they're just a distributor. Look at Valve for Xbox, Half-Life 2 on Xbox or PS3. Who's the distributor? It's EA Games, but the game is made by Valve. Those are the type of legal issues that you're going to run into with television shows. Now, I know that Fringe is not available on Hulu Plus, which is kind of a downer because Fringe is actually a really good show. Now, I know it's produced by A.J. Adams, and I don't know what studio and how it's involved. I'm just giving you an example. Maybe it is produced by Paramount Pictures, Viacom, and it's sold to Fox for broadcast airing. That show, now in North America, Fox has the distribution rights, but they don't own the show. So when the show gets canceled, the show, I know Viacom, they own Comedy Central and I think MTV. Just roll with it, okay? Just roll with it. Say Fringe gets reruns on Comedy Central. Because Viacom wants to put shows on their own networks where they don't have to pay less royalties for, okay? It's kind of like, if NBC, who's Universal, makes Heroes, it's probably going to end up on the Sci-Fi Channel, which is also owned by Universal. There's less royalties when playing reruns. I mean, I know Comedy Central on Viacom doesn't have one of those channels where they could probably put Fringe, so they'll probably just put it on FX or Sci-Fi Channel or something like that. So that's kind of the downer about Hulu Plus. There's good and bad about it. If you like to stay current, you want HD, I think it's a good deal. However, for those few other deal breakers, and also this does apply to Android very much too, is a program called PlayOn. PlayOn is actually a very unique program. It's actually a web browser with a media server built into it. So basically what it's able to do is do a virtual camcorder capture of a TV show all in the background. Like you can't type in www.google.com and go to Google. It's a very locked down browser. It doesn't even look like a browser. If you weren't tech savvy, you wouldn't even know it was a browser. It does a virtual capture, and it encodes the TV shows or the movies into different video files for different devices, such as Xbox 360, PS3, it encodes to MPEG-2. For the Nintendo Wii, it encodes to Flash. For iPhone and Android devices, I guess it's some type of MP4, MOV file, or something along those lines. And you can watch everything that's on Hulu through PlayOn. Because what Hulu does is they only want people watching on the computer. Because they say, okay, we're going to make a couple of the shows. We'll put the current 5 shows for free on Hulu. In case you miss one, maybe you don't have a TiVo, or maybe you forgot to reset your TiVo and all this other stuff. So it was a way how, to stop people from downloading illegal TV shows. That was one of the reasons why Hulu got made. And also so people could catch up and then go back to watching TV shows in the living room and watching 15 minutes of commercials. Didn't really work out that well because people are like, well, I mean, Hulu's pretty cool. I mean, when it's free, it really works out pretty well. And I've watched a lot of Hulu just on the PlayStation native browser, and Hulu blocked that. And they're like, we no longer support this device. We don't support this device. They never said we no longer. They literally blocked the PlayStation 3 browser. Okay, there's a Linux workaround. That's if you don't want to pay for PlayOn. But PlayOn's probably the easiest way to do it. And you have access to everything. Now, let's say you're at work. You're on your lunch break. and you want to watch Fringe, or maybe you want to watch Parks and Recreation on your Android phone. On the computer, Play On gives you an IP address of blah, blah, blah. You can set that into Play On your Android device, and you can sync up through the internet. So your computer at home is streaming House, but pumping it back through the internet, and then you receive it wirelessly to your Android phone. So that's a pretty good deal. Really unique. And I kind of think even if you have Hulu Plus, it's still good to get Play On. And, and if the show's not being blocked, then use the native application for Hulu Plus. And then I like the Naruku box. It's, it has Netflix, it has Hulu and all these other channels. I like the PlayStation 3, the Xbox 360. So it gives you a lot of stuff to watch. You can watch all these shows in 720p with limited amount of commercials. I'll say this, Hulu Plus is way better than watching, shows that aired yesterday with 15 minutes of commercials. I know you can skip commercials on the remote and stuff, whatever. It's the best thing for the lazy man. Hulu Plus and Netflix, if you put those two together, they work perfectly. So that's my take on Hulu Plus. It's really good if you know what you want to get out of it. It's not that good if you don't know what you want to get out of it. It's a little bit more different than Netflix streaming. So once again, guys, it's mp4podcast.com signing out. Take care, guys. Later. Bye.